Singapore will set up a joint task force to study possible policy options to improve the lot of local professionals affected by the pandemic. Co-led by the National Trades Union Congress and the Singapore National Employers Federation, it aims to level the playing field by looking at areas including tightening salary criteria for skilled foreign professionals and stronger enforcement against employers who perhaps engage in unfair hiring practices. Isabel Lim tells us more.
PMEs, or professionals, managers and executives, will be the focus of the joint task force set up by the Labour Movement and Employers Federation. This comes as the economic downturn caused by the pandemic has increased retrenchment numbers.
I see more and more experienced PMEs in their 40s to 60s expressing to me when they lose their job, it is very hard for them to find another equivalent job, especially if they have not kept up with the needed market skills. The current economic downturn posed by COVID is not helping. Through this PME task force, we hope we can do more so that our PMEs can access good jobs.
The PME task force will look into potential policy areas to engage the government on, areas such as diversification of salary thresholds for employment pass holders, tighter enforcement of existing frameworks to ensure fair hiring practices, and even potential quotas for foreign manpower. Besides government policy, the task force also hopes to look at recommendations for employers to adopt best practices in hiring local professionals.
While employers have immediate concerns of business survival, they also have to start looking at a situation when the economy recovers and how they are able to retain as well as build capabilities. So in working with NTUC, what SNEF hopes to do is that we can work together to develop the Singaporean PMEs, especially those that are aged between 40 and 60, so that they are in a better position to contribute to the business more impactfully.
The task force will begin with a series of consultations with local PMEs, a process it hopes will get more white-collared workers to join the unions.
The labour movement in the past years have been trying to strengthen this proposition. We have unions actually where there are large numbers of PMEs who are working in those unionized companies. We will also outreach and touch base and engage our freelance PMEs as well, many of whom belong to our U associate partners. And we hope through this series of ground engagements come out with a set of recommendations at the end of this ground engagement and consultation session.
The task force is set to begin its work in October and will take 6 to 12 months to complete its engagements.